Hey everyone, got a brand new video editing workflow for you today. I'd say this is pretty much the most practical and powerful open source video editing workflow out there right now. Super easy to use too, even if you're a total beginner. I'll show you some examples first, then we'll get into the model, the workflow, and what to watch out for. Links in the comments as always. Let's check out the demos.
사랑을 했다 우리가 만나 지우지 못할 추억이 됐다 볼만한 멜로드라마 괜찮은
Pretty solid, right? And this workflow isn't limited to what I just showed. There's plenty more you can do with it. So definitely experiment. If you're like me and prefer running comfy UI in the cloud, sign up with my link and you'll get 1,000 coins to start. That's enough for hundreds of AI images. For local comfy UI users, you can grab the workflow through the same link. Alright, let's walk through how to use this. First, the input section. Upload your reference image and reference video here. Upload your reference image in this node. The workflow does support multi-image references too. Click this icon to add a second image. I haven't tested that mode yet though, so not sure how well it works. I'll optimize and test that later. One thing to watch. Keep your image dimensions reasonable, or you'll run into out-of-memory issues. Keep width and height under 1000. Make sure you get that right. Then upload the video you want to edit in this node. Keep an eye on the resolution and duration too. Longer clips mean longer processing times. Next is the prompt section. Just describe what you want to do with the video edit, keep it simple. There's automatic prompt expansion later in the workflow, so you don't need to go crazy here. But there are some things to watch out for. Let me show you an example. So the reference image is Superman, and the reference video shows two girls dancing. I want to swap the girl on the left with Superman, since Superman is male and the target is female. If my prompt just says replace the person on the left with the reference image, there's a chance things get weird. Like what happened here, long hair and feminine features ended up on Superman. Funny result, but probably not what we're going for. So for prompts, you want to be specific with descriptors that highlight the subject's key traits, like using boy and girl instead of just person. That helps the workflow nail the result more accurately. After the prompt, we've got a few numeric values here for video width, height, and duration. If you're working with vertical video, stick with the width and height values I've got here. For landscape, just swap those two numbers. The third value is video duration in seconds. For example, if your reference video is 12 seconds, and you put 10 here, the workflow will clip the first 10 seconds for editing. Your final output will also be 10 seconds. Then there's this math formula here. A stands for video duration, 30 is the frame rate. If your video's 20 FPS, you can change that to 20. So the formula calculates the total frame count based on your desired clip length. Now why the +1? Since this workflow's video model is built on 1.2.2, there's a quirk where it drops the last frame. We don't want that, so the +1 compensates for it. Alright, that's all you need to know to run this workflow. Just hit the run button in the top right and you're good to go. One thing though, it's pretty slow. That's just how it is with anything built on 1.2.2. So keep your clips short. Now let's get into the models section of this workflow. The base model for this workflow is Bernini, ByteDance's unified video generation and editing framework that went open source in May 2026. It uses a understand first, generate second approach, hitting top-tier performance in video editing and definitely competing with closed-source models. It supports 6 modes total, with video editing being the most powerful. That's what we're covering today. It's also relatively GPU-friendly. In this workflow, we run dual sampling with Bernini's high-noise and low-noise models. Comfy UI veterans should recognize this pattern. In this node, we load the Bernini high-noise model, followed by a high-noise acceleration LoRa right after it. Down here, we load the Bernini low-noise model, plus a low-noise acceleration LoRa. Next up, we've got an image model hooked into the workflow to analyze both the reference image and reference video. The idea is automatic prompt captioning. Letting the vision model describe what's in the frames is way more accurate than writing it ourselves. This also simplifies your prompt input. The model expands on your description, which makes the output more precise and cuts down on the guesswork. One node to watch here is the Bernini Prompt Enhancer. Like I mentioned, Bernini supports multiple modes, and each mode has slightly different prompt requirements. This node auto-completes the prompts based on your selected mode, so you don't have to fill them out manually. Just click Task Type to pick your mode. As for what prompts the Bernini Prompt Enhancer auto-completes, check out the table below. I won't go through all that here, feel free to look it over if you're curious. Next module is the Prompt Encoder. All the captions generated earlier get encoded here. Nothing much to explain, so let's move on to the next section. Now for the sampler section, dual sampling again. Nothing special to tweak here. Since I loaded 2 4-step acceleration LoRa's earlier, both samplers run at 4 steps each. 1 high noise pass, 1 low noise pass. If you've worked with WAN 2.2 before, this dual sampler setup should look very familiar. The nodes down here worth mentioning are the 2 WAN Animate Plus nodes. By default, Bernini's workflow caps out at 5 seconds, which might not be enough. These nodes let you push past that 5-second limit. That's pretty much all they do. Fair warning though, longer clips mean way longer wait times, so I wouldn't recommend going too crazy with the length. And the node on the right is your video decoder. That's the full workflow right there. Overall, Bernini is a seriously powerful video editing model. Yeah, the slow speed is something you gotta live with, but the performance and output quality are top-notch, way beyond what LTX 2.3 can deliver. If you're creating short-form content or entertainment videos, this workflow's definitely gonna work for you. Links in the comments, grab it if you're interested. Alright, that's it for today. Hit subscribe if you like this stuff, and I'll keep dropping more fun workflows.